The duel for the top, the 36 of DeWitt Davis. Down the backstretch, he bobbles a little bit. We might be taking him 3 wide as Noel Bergeron thinks better of it and backs out of it. Coming off of turn number 4. It's DeWitt Davis holding on to the point. Dick Lamont second. Dennis Bell. Steve Bly on the outside trying to get around the number 73X. It's Steve Bly in the 10. The battle right now for third. Off the outside. Dennis Bell on the inside. Bob Johnson, car number 88. Noel Bergeron. Tommy Canfield now up to 7th as Steve Bly finally takes third from the 73X of Dennis Bell. Off of turn number 4 they come. It's DeWitt Davis in the number 36. A fight for his life to hold on to second. Now being challenged to the inside. That's Dick Lamont, car number 18, and the 10 of Steve Bly. Off of turn 4 they come. Steve Bly now gets underneath the 18 and takes second position away from Dick Lamont. Going through also on the inside. Challenging the 18. Now hung out to dry is the 73X of Dennis Bell. Dennis Bell, car number 73X. Challenging for third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars battling for third position as the 2 lead cars start to check out on the field. It's DeWitt Davis, Steve Bly, your top 2. Followed by the 73X of Dennis Bell. Bob Johnson now up to 4th. Noel Bergeron, car number 96. Complete your top 5. Off of turn 4 they come. It's DeWitt Davis, Steve Bly, Dennis Bell, Bob Johnson, Noel Bergeron, Earl Maxim now up to 6th, the man on the bubble, last qualifying position. And Tommy Canfield, Dick Lamont, Rocky Branch, and a distant last, the 62 of Charlie Lawrence. It's 2 laps to go, 2 to go. DeWitt Davis and Steve Bly, your top 2 cars. A nice strong race by the 73X of Dennis Bell up to 3rd. Bob Johnson tries to get through on the inside. The door is closed. Out comes the white flag. 1 to go as they go around the lap car, the number 62 of Charlie Lawrence. Holy cow! A broken rear axle. Car number 73X. And around he goes, and out comes the checker. Winner is DeWitt Davis. Stella Jr., and of course the number 12 we already introduced, Robin Bly. 10 laps, 6 cars to qualify, 8 cars on the field. And out comes the green. Jamie Lanou jumps the lead off the outside point in the number 35 as the 16Us. We take them 3 wide into 3 and 4. Close your eyes. Let's see what happens. That's the 16U of Jack McClay on the outside. A nice move off the inside. The number 75 of Kevin Lescord. It's wheel to wheel, door to door. In the number 75 now takes over second. Hung out to dry suddenly. That's Jack McClay as Alan Fellows in the number 29 utilizes the inside groove and takes over third from Jack McClay. Jack McClay now back to third as he continues to go on the outside. Now checks up and goes to the inside. Running 5th, Todd Merrill, followed by Vic Jarvis, Robin Bly, and the number 22 of John Baptisella. Great train style into 3 and 4. Coming out of turn 4, Jamie Lanou drifts up high, holds on the lead. The 75 of Kevin Lescord hanging on to second. Now starts to make his presence felt. He tries to get up on the left rear quarter of Lanou. Lanou shuts the door. In 3 and 4, drifts up high again. That car is pushing. Number 35 of Jamie Lanou coming out of turn 4 has a push. Let's see if the 75 of Kevin Lescord can take advantage. As the number 4, Vic Jarvis, goes around, as does the 63, and out comes the yellow flag. Out comes the yellow flag as Vic Jarvis. Out comes the green. As Jamie Lanou now has his hands full. He's got 7 cars. cars in his hip pockets. They go down the backstretch. Jamie Lanoux, car number 35, off the outside. That's Kevin Lesgord in the 75. The number 29 of Alan Fellows trying to get underneath the number 75 of Lesgord off the inside groove. Down the backstretch they go, side by side, two abreast. Jamie Lanoux paces the pack out of turn number 4. It's Jamie Lanoux, Alan Fellows, Kevin Lesgord, Robin Bly, his initial run this year, up to 4th, off the inside of Jack McClay. Down the backstretch they go, Robin Bly up to 4th, Jack McClay 5th, Vic Jarvis, car number 4, followed by John Baptistella and Todd Merrill. But let's go back to the front of the pack. We've got 4 or 5 cars battling for the lead. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Jamie Lanoux trying to hold off the charging pack. Out comes the white flag. 1 to go. 1 to go. Can Jamie Lanoux hold off Alan Fellows? It's the 63 now of Todd Merrill. Goes up in smoke. The 63 of Todd Merrill up in smoke. And off of turn 4 they come. Your winner is Jamie Lanoux. 35, 20-year-old Dale Evansian. Dale is the son of S.J. Evansian. Okay, we look for the green and out it comes. Rusty Ball takes the lead off the outside from David Smith. Down the backstretch they go. Rusty Ball, David Smith, Randy Howe on the outside, trying to get around the 1 New Hampshire. Jack Bateman, car number 47, already up to 4th. Randy Howe, loosey-goosey, in 3rd, trying to get underneath the 1 New Hampshire. The battle for 2nd. Off of turn 4 they come. It's Randy Howe in the number 8 car, getting in underneath the 1 New Hampshire of Dave Smith. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. The battle continues for 2nd. Randy Howe now takes over 2nd. Jack Bateman 3rd. The number 85, Kirby Monteith, up to 4th. David Smith, drop kick back to 5th. Followed by Steve Corbillo, Les Mardanis, Dale Evansian, Earl Taylor, and the number 93 of Dennis O'Connor. Off of turn 4, Rusty Ball continues to lead the way. It's Rusty Ball. Randy Howe now goes up high. That bobble costs him 2nd position as Jack Bateman takes advantage. Now sets his sights on Rusty Ball. It's Rusty Ball. It's Dale Evansian, car number 35. Loops off a 1 and 2, and out comes the yellow. Rusty Ball had everything his own way, but not now with this yellow flag, as watch for the restart. The veterans, 2 veterans, Rusty Ball and Jack Bateman. Jack Bateman off the outside, tries to do it the hard way as he's right up to the number 20 of Rusty Ball. It's Jack Bateman now drifting up high. Rusty Ball coming back off the inside. Jack Bateman continues to truck off the outside, and Jack Bateman now clears for the lead. It's Jack Bateman, your new leader. Rusty Ball 2nd. Now feeling the challenge of number 85 of Kirby Monteith. Kirby Monteith now up to 2nd off the outside, trying to take it away from Rusty Ball. It's Kirby Monteith, Rusty Ball, Kirby Monteith. Down the home stretch they go. Kirby Monteith continues to try to clear the number 20. Finally does as they rub tires off of turn 2. Kirby Monteith 2nd, Rusty Ball 3rd, Randy Howe followed by Steve Corbillo. The white flag is out. Off of turn number 2, the battle now for 3rd. Rusty Ball, Randy Howe, and Steve Corbillo. But your winner, the 47 of Jack Bateman. From Claremont, Keith Stevens. 6 cars to qualifier. Transfer into the feature. Let's watch for the green from Tony the Tigers. They come off of turn 4, and out it comes. Sean Bodreau off the outside, jumps to the front, followed by car number 77 of Bruce Batchelder Sr. Already up to 3rd. That's the 28 of Dwight Jarvis, the 77 of Bruce Batchelder Sr. Very, very loose, coming off of turn number 4. Down the backstretch they go. Sean Bodreau now feeling the pressure from Dwight Jarvis is number 28. It's Sean Bodreau, Dwight Jarvis, Bruce Batchelder Sr. The battle now for the lead as Dwight Jarvis goes down low. He gets up to number 3 of Sean Bodreau coming off of turn 4. It's Dwight Jarvis, your new leader. The number 3 is Sean Bodreau. Back to second, Peter Daniels, car number 71. Now challenging off the inside for third with the number 77 of Bruce Batchelder Sr. 3 cars now fighting for second position. It's Dwight Jarvis starts to check out on the field. It's Sean Bodreau, Peter Daniels, Bruce Batchelder Sr. Then comes the 33. Followed by the 9 New Hampshire of Dennis Albro. Down the backstretch they go. All eyes on the battle for second position as Sean Bodreau continues to hang tough on the outside. It's Peter Daniels now clearing for second as Bruce Batchelder now tries to get underneath the number 3 car. Into turns 3 and 4 they come. The second place car, Peter Daniels, followed by Bruce Batchelder, Sean Bodreau, TJ Small, and Dennis Albro. Your top 6 cars. Then comes the 19 car of Keith Stevens, followed by Pearl Dewey and Mike Conrad. 2 to go, 2 to go. Into turn number 3 and 4, out of 4. The white flag is out. One more. Dwight Jarvis has field in his back pocket. Into 3, now out of 4. The checkers are flying. Your winner is Dwight Jarvis. That's Ed LaQuire, the number 11X. Wayne Ingalls, car number 50. Eric Chute, Dan Damaris, car number 85. Mark Pellerin, the 72. Mike Benson, car number 17. Driven by David Anthony, the 73 of Dennis Greenwood, the number 3 of Sean Graham. Okay, the green flag is out, and we're racing down the backstretch, holding on the point, the number 71 car. Your leader is Ed LaQuire. Ed LaQuire now pushes up high and taking advantage. Going down low is the number 50 of Eric Chute. Going way high, obviously now with a mechanical problem, the number 11X of Wayne Ingalls. 10 laps, 6 cars to qualify as Mike Benson, car number 47, tries to get underneath the number 85 of Dan Damaris. Into turn number 1 and 2 they go. Dan Damaris closes the door as Ed LaQuire pushes up high. Damaris takes advantage and takes over second. Following through off the inside in the battle for third, the 47 of Mike Benson. Back to fourth goes Ed LaQuire. Loose Goose race car is the 71 of Ed LaQuire as he's fighting to hold on to the handles of that race car. Running fifth, the 73 of Dennis Greenwood. David Anthony next in the 17, followed by Mark Pellerin and Sean Graham, car number 3. Off at turn number 2, your lead car continues to be the number 50 of Eric Chute. Dan Damaris now has the 50 in his sights. Mark Pellerin, car number 72, mechanical problem, goes up pit side. Halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. Halfway. Down the back stretch they go. The battle now for second as Eric Chute in the 50 continues to hold on the lead. Dan Damaris trying to hold off the hard-charging 47 of Mike Benson. Those 3 cars into turn 1 and 2. The second pack of cars, your 4th place car, David Anthony, car number 17. Dennis Greenwood and Ed LaQuire. Back to the front, it's the number 50 of Eric Chute. Feeling the pressure from the 85 is Mike Benson in the 47. Breaks loose off of turn number 4, loses 5 or 6 positions. The 85 of Dan Damaris now starts to leak some fluid out of the right rear quarter. The 85 leaking fluid and getting loose in his own fluid. And the black flag comes out for Dan Damaris' number 85 with 2 to go. 2 to go. The number 85, it looks like he's overheating, now goes up pit side after taking the black flag for throwing fluids onto the racetrack. The white flag comes out. 1 to go, 1 to go. Eric Chute, Mike Benson, David Anthony now up to third. The 73 of Dennis Greenwood fourth. As everybody's loose from the fluids out on the racetrack, fifth is Ed LaQuire and Sean Graham is sixth. And out come the checkers. Your winner, car number 50, is Eric Chute. Chambers' old car, bought by William Tebald. Okay, the green flag is out. Everybody's loosey-goosey all over the racetrack, and Scott Ovett loses several positions. The 38 of William Tebow almost loops off at turn 2, gathers it back in, and stays headed straight. Going into turn number 1 and 2, your leader continues to be the 35 of Eric Smith. Up to second. In the number 83 is Bruce Chesley, now being pressured off the inside groove by the number 20 of Dave Davis. Dave Davis now off the inside, challenging for second place with Bruce Chesley. Bruce Chesley now goes up high, continues to hang tough. The number 35 of Eric Chute holding up the rest of the field in the lead position as Bruce Chesley tries to get around him. The 35 pushes up high. Holy cow, as contact is made. As the 35 got loose, came back down on the number 20, who was trying to sneak through on the infield or on the inside, and the 35 goes for a ride. Going into the infield area, the number 11 is McGee Sykes. Bruce Chesley, your new leader. Car number 83 is the number 35, joins the back of the pack a lap down. It's the number 60 of Scott Ovett, now challenging off the inside. It's Scott Ovett taking over the lead. 5 down, 5 to go. Scott Ovett, Bruce Chesley, Dave Davis, Randy Hook. Those are your top 4. Then comes Ken Thompson, the number 74 of Phil Hayes, the 38 of William Tebald. And a lap down, car number 35, your earlier leader, it was Eric Smith. Now coming back onto the racetrack after getting a bit of a rest, car number 11 of McGee Sykes. It's Scott Ovett, car number 60, now having things pretty much his own way. Your lead car coming out of turn number 4. The battle now for second as Bruce Chesley tries to fight off the number 20 of Dave Davis and a loose handling race car. Not a good combination. Down the backstretch they go. Bruce Chesley second, Dave Davis third. In the number 20 has Scott Ovett, car number 60. Now comes on the lap cars of the number 35 and the 11. Dave Davis, car number 20, now takes over second as Bruce Chesley got up high off of turn number 2 and goes back to third. The white flag out for your leader, the number 60. Dave Davis second, Bruce Chesley, Randy Hook, Ken Thompson, Phil Hayes, and William Tebald. Coming off of turn number 4, your easy winner, the number 60 of Scott Ovett. Finishing second, Dave Davis. Fellows out of Croydon, and riding shotgun the number 4, that's Lightning Larry Riendo. Off at turn 4, looking for the green flag, and there it is. The number 34 car off the point, holds on the lead. That's Scott Chute. As Scott Chute now gets loose, Sandy Gilbert, a great move, goes to the outside with a 27 and takes over the lead. Look at that, we're taking them 3 wide off of turn number 4. Sandy Gilbert, your new leader, back to second, goes to 34 of Scott Chute. Radical Russ on the inside, up to third, followed by Jimmy Zullo, Doug Marsh, Lightning Larry, the 29 of Aaron Fellows, and the number 6 car of Ryan Bell. Aaron Fellows mixing it up as he continues to take them 3 wide off of turn number 2. Down the backstretch they go, racing all over the place. Sandy Gilbert, car number 27. Scott shooting the 34, fighting to hold on to second. Russ Davis, car number 5, up to third, followed by Doug Marsh. Larry Riendo up to 5th as car number 5. Russ Davis now gets underneath the 34. The battle for second. That's Russ Davis. taking over second. Back to third goes Scott Chute, the number 34, as Doug Marsh tries to follow through on the inside groove. It's Doug Marsh now getting up to the rear quarter of the 34, now up to him side by side, wheel to wheel. That's Doug Marsh now taking over third. Hung out to dry. That's the 34 of Scott Chute, as Lightning Larry now takes over fourth, followed by Aaron Fellows up to fifth. Car number 29, drop kick back to sixth, goes the 34. But look at Radical Russ off the inside. A great move on Sandy Gilbert as Russ Davis in the number 5 takes over the lead. Back to second goes Sandy Gilbert, followed by Doug Marsh, car number 7. Fourth is the number 4 of Larry Riendo. Down the home stretch they come. It's Russ Davis, car number 5, holding on to the lead. Sandy Davis now being challenged by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars as Sandy Davis, Sandy Gilbert rather, car number 27, trying to hold on for second. It's 2 to go. The Rabbit Ears are out. Keep your eyes on the battle for second. Sandy Gilbert, Doug Marsh, Lightning Larry, and joining the party, the number 29 of Aaron Fellows. The white flag is out as Ryan Bell, car number 6, goes up pit side. It's Sandy Gilbert closing the door on Doug Marsh. Lightning Larry on the outside. Doug Marsh gets loosey-goosey, and holding on to second is Sandy Gilbert as Lightning Larry tries it the hard way. Off of turn 4 they come. Your winner is Russ Davis. Sandy Gilbert second. Now is the number 58 car, already has a mechanical problem. That's Stu Fletcher, the Tri-State Megabucks Minis, and out comes the green flag on the point, holding on the lead, going into 1 and 2. That's the number 76 of April May Gelano. Running second is the number 2 car of Chris Stanhope. Now taking over second, the number 35 is Joe Lanou. Up to third, off the inside, the 09 Nick Taylor. Back to fourth goes Chris Stanhope's number 2. Your fifth place car, the number 85 of John Crawford, followed by last week's feature winner, the 33 of George Jalbert, now being challenged by the number 11 of Jason Evans. After Jason, car number 9 of Kevin Bodrian, followed by the 16 car of Chris Candon, and a mechanical problem as he goes up into the weeds off of turn 3 and 4 is the number 90 car of Dave Durfee, and out comes the yellow. Out comes the yellow is Dave Durfee, car number 90, a new car last week. Jalbert, the 11 of Jason Evans, the number 2 car, Chris Stanhope, the number 9 of Larry Shippey Jr., and the 16 of Chris Candon, and out comes the green. Out comes the green. Off of turn number 2, a gaggle of cars, as Ken Squire would say. Racing for second is Joe Lanou. Uh-oh, April May spins the number 76 and gets clipped by the 09 of Nick Taylor. April May, the rear end of that car coming right around with no warning at all, gets a nose job on the 76 and keeps on going. Joe Lanou, car number 35, holding on the lead, but John Crawford in the 85 has some other ideas as he closes in on the 35 of Joe Lanou. Down the backstretch they go, and don't forget Larry Shippey Jr. in the number 9, and that's a good race car, the number 9, so he'll be joining the party soon. Halfway, 5 down, 5 to go, halfway. Joe Lanou in the 35, John Crawford all over him like a short coat as they go down the backstretch, followed by the number 9 of Larry Shippey. Those 3 cars checking out in the field as John Crawford now gets underneath the 35. It's John Crawford, car number 85, off the inside, now taking over the lead as Chris Candon, car number 16, mechanical problems, goes up pit road. Back to the action, 3 cars battling for the lead. Off of turn 4 they come. John Crawford, Larry Shippey Jr. hung out to dry. Joey Lanou, car number 35. Those 3 cars. Then comes 10 lengths or 10 car lengths difference to the 09 of Nick Taylor, followed by George Jalbert, Jason Evans, April May, and the number 2 car of Chris Stanhope. The Rabbit Ears come out. 2 to go. 2 to go. John Crawford, Larry Shippey Jr., Joe Lanou. Those three cars continue to dice it out for the lead as John Crawford takes the 85 high off of turn 4, holds on the lead. The white is out, one to go, one to go. John Crawford, Larry Shippey now comes up high, comes down low. He's doing everything he can to get around the 85. John Crawford trying to protect the inside groove. Off of 3 and 4 they go. Larry Shippey gets loose, almost loses it. Your winner is John Crawford. Is Jason Hutton, car number 7, Jason Ash, your 4th place starter. In the 1X, that's Greg Sargent, and we'll get the rest as we go racing. That's Rick Lambert, and then number 94, holding the point is a battle of the two Pintos, coming off of turn number 2. It's Rick Lambert, Jason Evans, now going up in the inside, making it 3 wide. Car number 12, it's Randy Benson. Oh, hang on there, 3 wide coming off of 4. Rick Lambert, Jason Evans, Randy Benson, car number 7 of Jason Ash and Greg Sargent. 5 cars now battling for the lead. 3 wide again. Hang on to your shorts, everybody. Coming out of turn number 4, Jason Evans up into the marbles, where Jason Hutton holds on to it. Jason Hutton holds on to the 31 as he went up into the marbles and can, oh my goodness, hang on. A nose job for the number 36 of Wayne Eldridge. The 25, Ron Gobin Jr., the 00, one of our lady drivers, Gene Shippey, the 55 of Henry Tutt, and the number 94 of Rick Lambert. Out comes the green. 6 cars to qualify, 2 laps down, 8 more to go, as Greg Sargent in the number 1X now takes to the outside and takes the lead. Back to second goes Jason Hutton in the old Pinto, being challenged off the outside by the 6 of Wayne Eldridge. Wayne Eldridge, car number 6, now up to second. Back to third goes Jason Hutton, now feeling the pressure of the number 7 of Jason Ash, looking for racing room. Gene Shippey, car number 00, followed by Ron Gobin, Henry Tutt, and Rick Lambert. The top 2 cars now start the checkout on the field. The number 1X, a Dodge Charger, being pursued by the number 6 BMW of Wayne Eldridge. Those 2 cars now start to separate themselves from the rest of the field. 10 car lengths back to third. Jason Hutton has his hands full with Gene Shippey and Jason Ash. 5 down, 5 to go. Halfway. Jason Hutton, car number 31, a battle for his life, trying to hold off Jason Ash on the outside, and Gene Shippey looking for racing room. Now off the inside comes Gene Shippey in the 00. A great move off of turn 4, and that's Gene Shippey a 3rd place. Back to 5th goes Jason Hutton, car number 31, as Jason Ash off the outside takes over 4th. It's Greg Sargent, car number 1X, and the 6 of Wayne Eldridge having their own personal battle for the lead. Back to third, 15, 20 car lengths back, Gene Shippey, now comfortably third in the 00 Volkswagen. It's 8 down, 2 to go. Greg Sargent, Wayne Eldridge, Gene Shippey, Jason Ash, Jason Hutton, Ron Gobin Jr., Henry Tutt, and Rick Lambert. 6 cars to qualify. Back to the front, the white flag flies. 1 more lap for Greg Sargent and Wayne Eldridge. 1 more to go. 1 more. Off of turn 2 they go. Greg Sargent and Wayne Eldridge. Wayne Eldridge right there. Now he dives to the inside of Greg Sargent. He's got the nose up to the rear quarter. Contact is made, but your winner of the 1X is Greg Sargent. Alexander, car number 48. The 48 driven by Kirby Hazen. The 47 of Paul LaFon. The 4 William Salo. The 21 a lady driver also, Monica Rook. The number 72 a new paint job of Charlie Wheeler. And the number 80 a brand new car. We don't know who that is. Okay, off at turn number 2. Uh-oh, as car number 48, Kirby Hazen, almost crossed it up in front of the field, but kept it down low. Back to the front, Terry Sawyer, car number 40, off the outside, trying to get around the number 99 of Chip Young. It's Chip Young, Terry Sawyer now gets the bite off of turn number 2. It's Terry Sawyer in the 40, trying to clear the 99 of Chip Young. Into 3, now out of 4 they come. Terry Sawyer, Chip Young. Terry Sawyer finally clears, takes over the lead. Off the outside, it's the 44 of Beef Alexander. And on the inside, the number 99 of Chip Young. Those are your top 3. Then comes Paul LaFon, car number 47, followed by the 22 of George Pond. Monica Rook now on the outside, car number 21, followed by William Salo in the number 4 and the number 48 car of Kirby Hazen, car number 80, the Masked Bandit, and the number 72 car of Charlie Wheeler. Off at turn number 4, Terry Sawyer, our lady driver, continuing to hold on the lead. It's Terry Sawyer, Beef Alexander, a rim riding on the outside of the number 44 as he struggles to get by the number 99 of Chip Young. It's going to be halfway off of turn number 4. The cross flag 6 halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. As Terry Sawyer starts to check out on the field, the battle now for second. Beef Alexander, William Salo, Chip Young, Paul LaFon. We take them 3 wide into 3 and 4. Paul LaFon off the car number 99, drop kicked by the number 80. The 99 of Chip Young, drop kicked by car number 80, who we don't know who that is. And one of our lady drivers, car number 40, and Beef Alexander in the 44, take the field off of turn 4, and out comes the greens. We have a Dolly Parton restart. Down the home stretch they come. That's Beef Alexander, car number 44, on the outside. The number 40 car, Toyota car, driven by Terry Sawyer on the inside. Door handle, wheel to wheel, bumper to bumper. Out of turn 4 they come. The Ford Escort GT, the 44, drifts up high as Terry Sawyer starts to inch ahead, but Beef Alexander comes right back again, looking for racing room. The 47 of Paul LaFon. Now up to 4th is the number 4 of William Salo. Monica Rook 5th, car number 21, and Kirby Hazen. Those 6 cars battling for position, followed by the 99 of Chip Young, the 80 of Mike Renault, car number 22, George Pond, and the 72, driven by Charlie Wheeler. Back to the front, that's Terry Sawyer trying to hold off the snarling pack of minis. She's got 2 more laps to do it in. 8 laps down, 2 more to go. Terry Sawyer now drifts up high, but closes the door on Paul LaFon. William Salo tips to the outside in the number 4 car. The white flag flies, 1 to go. Who's gonna win it? Terry Sawyer, Paul LaFon, William Salo, the 44 of Beef Alexander, Monica Rook, or Kirby Hazen. 6 cars battling for the lead. Down the backstretch they go. Into 3 and 4. Can Terry Sawyer hang on for her first heat race win this year? Here they come. Your winner is Terry Sawyer. Last week, rebuilt, he's ready to go. The 36 of Matt Austin, the 77 of Tim Casey, Bucky Demers, the 26, Matt Wade, and Peter Daniels. Out comes the green. Dave Arsenault, the 81 Mass, battling it out with Bob Rugg, car number 70. They can't get any even more even than this. Door handle, bumper to bumper. Dave Arsenault, the 81 Mass, drifts up high, takes over the lead. It's Dave Arsenault, Bob Rugg, now hung out to dry as Mike Brusso comes up. Bob Rugg off the bobble of Mike Brusso, now tucks in for second. The battle for third, that's Tim Casey, car number 77, off the inside. Tim Casey in the 77, trying to get underneath the 1 of Mike Brusso. Bucky Demers, car number 26, up to 5th. That's Peter Daniels in the 76 on the outside. Your top 6 cars, followed by Matt Austin in the number 36 and the 9 of Matt Wade. Remember, 6 cars to qualify, 10 laps. 10 laps, 6 cars to qualify. Dave Arsenault, the 81 Mass, now starts to separate himself with the battle for second. Bob Rugg, Tim Casey, Bob Rugg. Those 2 cars, go. Everybody straightens out and keeps on the hammer as Tim Casey, car number 77, holding on to second. Bob Rugg on the outside. The 26 of Bucky Demers trying to get to the inside and keep Bob Rugg hung out to dry. Peter Daniels now switches from the outside groove to the inside groove. Gets underneath Bob Rugg and takes over fourth. Bob Rugg continuing to truck on the outside as Mike Brusso now has him pinned up on the outside groove. Dave Arsenault, your leader, as Tim Casey, car number 77, now starts to close in. It's Tim Casey in the 77, up to second. Bucky Demers feeling the pressure of the number 76 of Peter Daniels. Peter Daniels off the outside trying to take third from Bucky Demers. It's two to go. Dave Arsenault, Tim Casey, Bucky Demers, and Peter Daniels. Four-car battle for the lead. A distant fifth, car number 70 of Bob Rugg. Matt Wade now up to sixth. Mike Brusso and Matt Wade. The white flag. One to go. Dave Arsenault, Tim Casey. Car number 26 underneath the 77. Three wide with Pro Stocks. Hang on to your shorts as we come off of turn number 4. Holy cow. Tim Harrison and riding scratch, a new car this week from Hinsdale, New Hampshire, Ron Gandy. Off of turn 4 they come as Kevin Brooks gets up high and Mike Smith gets loose. The green flag is out. That's Barry Messer splitting the 14 and the 42 off the outside. Barry Messer and Jim Tarbell's car number 5. Challenging for the lead as Mike Smith goes up high. Loosey Goosey holds on to second. It's Barry Messer, your new leader. Mike Smith second. Kevin Brooks, Jim Morgan now gets underneath the 14 as Mike Smith bobbles the 14. Jim Morgan goes to the inside. Mike Smith now pushes up high. It's Jim Morgan, Mike Smith, Rob Goodenough in the 1 New Hampshire waiting for traffic to clear as he now gets underneath the 14 of Mike Smith up to third. It's Barry Messer, your leader. Jim Morgan second. The battle now for second as Rob Goodenough in the 1 New Hampshire gets underneath the number 17 and takes over second. Mark Hayward fourth in the 21. Brian Baker underneath the 14 of Mike Smith battling for fifth. Then comes Tim Harrison, Kevin Brooks, and the 72 of Ron Gandy. Off of turn 2, down the backstretch. It's all Barry Messer. Then comes the 1 New Hampshire of Rob Goodenough, trying to close in on your leader. Halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. Halfway. Jim Morgan holding on to third, being challenged by the 21 of Mark Hayward, who in turn is being challenged by Brian Baker's number 11. Down the home stretch they come. It's the number 5 of Barry Messer running second. The 1 New Hampshire of Rob Goodenough. Now 15 car lengths. Back to your third place car, Jim Morgan. Car number 17, Mark Hayward and Brian Baker. A 3-car fight for third. As your 2 lead cars check out on the rest of the field, Barry Messer, the 1 New Hampshire of Rob Goodenough. Those are your top 2 cars. It's Popsicle Sticks. 2 to go. Barry Messer, Rob Goodenough battling for the lead. Then comes a tarred battle for third. Jim Morgan, Mark Hayward, and Brian Baker. 3 cars fighting for third. The white flag is out. 1 to go. Rob Goodenough tries to get down low on Barry Messer. Barry Messer covers him. Into 3 and 4 they come. Out of turn number 4. Your winner, it's Barry Messer. Finishing third is Jim Morgan. Car number 24 of Todd Patno, the 15 car, Mark McClay, the 17X of Tom Cashman, and the 71 of Rob Williams. Out comes the green. Off the point, on the outside, taking the lead, Dennis Bergeron in the 9X. Walt Hammond drifts up high as Guy Caron tries to get behind, gets hit by the 162 of Dave Lescourt. Everybody stays straight as Guy Caron now gets up to second. Hung out to dry, the 97 of Walt Hammond as Peter Jarvis in the number 4 now gets underneath him and takes over third. Drop kick back to fourth fourth goes the 97 of Walt Hammond. Running fifth, that's Dave Lescord. That's Todd Patno, car number 24, working the outside, taking over the lead. Off of turn number 2, the 12X of Guy Caron. Back to second is Dennis Bergeron. Third is the 4 car of Peter Jarvis. It's Guy Caron in the 12X holding on the lead. Dennis Bergeron now feeling the pressure from Peter Jarvis's number 4. Dennis Bergeron second, Jarvis third. Then comes Walt Hammond, Dave Lescord, Todd Patno, the 15 of Mark McClay, Rob Williams, and Tom Cashman. Car number 4, Peter Jarvis continues to work on the 9X of Dennis Bergeron. Bergeron now drifts up high and closes the door into 1 and 2 on Jarvis's number 4. But Peter Jarvis stays at it. Now gets up to the inside of Dennis Bergeron. Into 3 and 4 they come. Out of turn 4, it's Peter Jarvis in the number 4. Up to second. Back to third goes Dennis Bergeron. Followed by Walt Hammond, Dave Lescord, Todd Patno, Mark McClay, Rob Williams, and the 17X of Tommy Cashman. It's Guy Caron having things all to his lonesome out there in front, 15 car lengths ahead of the number 4 of Peter Jarvis. It's Guy Caron, your big leader. 2 to go, 2 to go. Guy Caron in the 12X, the number 4 of Peter Jarvis, running a solid second. Dennis Bergeron third. 3 cars now slugging it out for fourth. The white flag is out. 1 to go, 1 to go. Guy Caron, Peter Jarvis, Dennis Bergeron, Walt Hammond, Dave Lescord, and Todd Patno. Your top 6 cars, but your winner, the checkers fly for Guy Caron. Wheeled by Stuart Fletcher, the 22 of George Pond, the number 12 car of Randy Benson, the number 72 car of Charlie Wheeler, the 55 of Henry Tutt, and the number 80 of Mike Renault. That's April May Gelano, your lead car off of turn number 2 off the point. Holding on to the lead is Chris Candon's car number 16, mechanical problems, and everyone spreads around. Uh-oh, off of 3 and 4. A drop kick on the number 22 of George Pond. We stay under green as George Pond slows up, gets the black flag for the dragging bumper. A tough break for George Pond's number 22. Back to the front of the pack. How about that? April May Gelano holding on the lead. Car number 76. Chip Young second. Now rim riding and off. Out comes the check. Out comes the yellow flag. Out come the green as we restart. That's car number 99. Chip Young. He's flying high off the outside starting position, takes over the lead. Drop kick back to second goes April May. Now being challenged off the inside by Chris Stanhope. April May tucks in for third in the number 76. It's Chip Young, Chris Stanhope. Now Rick Lambert off the number 94, Old Pino off of turn number 2. Challenges April May for third. Hot down the backstretch they go. We've got 4 cars now battling for third. April May drifts up high and takes the 94 with her, holds on to third. Henry Tutt in the number 55 now tries to sneak through in the inside. April May closes the door, goes up high again, now comes down low. Mike Renault, car number 80, tries to sneak under everybody, but Henry Tutt rudely closes the door. 5 cars now battling for third, and also a fight for the lead as Chris Stanhope, car number 2, now gets underneath the rear quarter of the number 99 of Chip Young. They're fighting for positions all over the racetrack. Chris Stanhope now takes over second. Uh-oh! April May goes for another ride in the number 76 as Mike Renault almost cleans clock off the number 80 in the infield, and out comes the yellow. Going book. 7 cars still out there, 6 cars to qualify as Chip Young continues to hold the lead off of Chris Stanhope. Out comes the green flag. It's Chip Young and Chris Stanhope. Rick Lambert third. followed by Charlie Wheeler. The 80 of Mike Renault up to 5th, Henry Tutt and April May Gelano. Into 3 and 4, we're side by side, wheel to wheel, bumper to bumper, door handle to door handle, and window to window. It's Chris Stanhope and Chip Young. Halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. Chris Stanhope cuts across in front of the 99 and holds on the lead. Chris Stanhope, car number 99 is second. That's Chip Young, followed by Rick Lambert's 94 Pinot. Then comes Mike Renault, car number 80 is the 94. Almost gets up into the Claremont cushion. Mike Renault fourth in the 80. Charlie Wheeler fifth, Henry Tutt and April May Gelano. Freight train racing down the backstretch. Woo-woo! Chris Stanhope holding on to the lead. Chip Young second. Rick Lambert third. Mike Renault fourth. Charlie Wheeler, Henry Tutt, and riding shotgun, also known as DA last, is April May Gelano. Out comes the white flag. 1 to go. 1 to go. Chris Stanhope has things all to his own liking. He stretches out that lead over Chip Young's number 99, who's got a nice lead over the third place car of Rick Lambert. But your winner in easy fashion, the number 2 of Chris Stanhope. That's Eric Smith on the outside, the 11X of Wayne Ingalls. They pace the field off of turn number 4. Ingalls gets up high and McGee Sykes spins. Can't get that one right. Been there, done that. As McGee Sykes now fires up, and we have a 3-car battle for the lead as Dan Damaris takes the 85 underneath the number 35 of Eric Smith. It's Dan Damaris, your second place car, the 72. The 72 of Mark Pellerin second, as car number 35 now hung out to dry. That's Jimmy Zullo up to third, car number 10. Ryan Bell in the 6th, up to 4th, getting pushed by the number 38 Mass, and around they go. Around they go as 11X of Wayne Ingalls clears to the infield. Don't forget the Drivers Point Fund 50-50. 10 tickets for only $5. Cash in big tonight if you're the winner. And out comes the green. That's Dan Damaris. Car number 85 holding on to the point. The number 72 pushing up high. Settling in now for seconds, Mark Pellerin, feeling the pressure from the number 10 of Jimmy Zullo. Jimmy Zullo puts his sights on the 72 of Mark Pellerin as he tries to take second position away from that driver. It's Dan Damaris, Mark Pellerin, Jimmy Zullo. Those 3 cars now start to pull away from the rest of the field. Running fourth, the 11X of Wayne Ingalls, Ryan Bell next, followed by the 35 of Eric Smith. Those are your top 6 cars. Then comes William Thibault and McGee Sykes. Car number 10, Jimmy Zullo, trying to get up off the rear quarter of the 72, Mark Pellerin. Pellerin slams the door closed. Off of turn 4 they come. It's Dan Damaris, Mark Pellerin, and Jimmy Zullo. A 3-car fight for the lead. Dan Damaris, Mark Pellerin, and Jimmy Zullo. Into turn 3 and 4 they go. Out comes the halfway flags. 5 down, 5 to go. William Thibault, car number 38, pushes up high, almost into the white monster, saves it and keeps on racing. Jimmy Zullo trying his best to get around Mark Pellerin, who's in turns trying to get around the 85 of Dan Damaris. The 3-car tussle for the lead, continuing down the backstretch. Dan Damaris, Mark Pellerin, a rat-a-tat-tat on the back bumper of Mark Pellerin. Down the home stretch we come as Jimmy Zullo starts to tip out, goes back to the inside groove. He's got the race car. He's going to try to get around Mark Pellerin, 72. Dan Damaris protecting the inside groove, coming off of turn 4. The rabbit ears fly. 2 to go, 2 to go. Dan Damaris fighting for his life, trying to hold off off Mark Pellerin, and in the mix is the number 10 of Jimmy Zulo. Those three cars continuing the hard battle for the lead. Off of turn 4, the white flag is out. One more lap to do any damage is the number 10 of Jim Zulo as he continues to work on Mark Pellerin's number 72. Down the back stretch they go into 3 and 4. Dan Damaris continuing to protect the inside groove. Now drifts up high. The checkers are out. Your winner is Dan Damaris. Matt Austin, the 15 car, Mark McClay, the 2 of Tim Harrison, the 72 of Ron Gandy, the 17X of Tommy Cashman. Kevin Brooks off the outside, grabs the lead. Rob Williams in hot pursuit, car number 71, as Mark McClay tries to take him 3 wide. Uh-oh, close your eyes, everybody off of 4. Man alive. As Matt Austin, the 36, got pumped up on that one, but hung on and is on the 4th position. It's Kevin Brooks, Rob Williams, Mike Brusso, Matt Austin, Mark McClay, and Tim Harrison, your top 6 cars. Tom Cashman next, followed by the 72 of Ron Gandy. Down the back stretch they go. The 15 car of Mark McClay now gets underneath the 36 of Ron Austin for 4th position. Mark McClay and Matt Austin, those are your battles for 4th. And car number 15, Mark McClay, takes over 4th. Back to 5th goes Matt Austin's 36, followed by Tim Harrison. Those 6 cars pulling away from Tommy Cashman and Ron Gandy's number 72. Down the backstretch they go. That's Tim Harrison now getting underneath the 36 of Matt Austin. Halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. Halfway. Off of turn 2, that's Mike Brusso getting underneath the number 71 car of Rob Williams. Off of turn 4 they come. It's Kevin Brooks, Mike Brusso, Rob Williams, Mark McClay, Tim Harrison, and Matt Austin. 6 cars fighting 4th position. Off of turn number 4 they come. Kevin Brooks holding on the lead. Mike Brusso, the number 15 of Mark McClay, up to 3rd. Rob Williams, Tim Harrison, and Matt Austin down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Off of 4 they come. It's 2 to go. The rabbit ears are out. 2 to go. 2 to go. Kevin Brooks, the 1 of Mike Brusso, now right up on the back bumper of Kevin Brooks is number 42. Will he try for the win or settle in for 2nd? The white flag is out. 1 to go. 1 to go. Kevin Brooks, Mike Brusso, Mark McClay, Rob Williams, Tim Harrison, and Matt Austin. And here they come for the checkers. Your winner, the 42. Finished or fixed after breaking the axle, Dennis Bell. The 18 of Dick Lamont, the 22 John Baptistello, the 3 Mark Blair, the 12 Robin Bly, the 51 of Rocky Branch, and the 62 of Charlie Lawrence. And out comes the green. Out comes the green. It's Jamie Lanou, car number 35, and Mark Blair in the number 3. Loops off of turn number 1 and 2. Mark Blair in the 3. Loops off of 1 and 2. And out comes the yellow. Out comes the yellow. Brake test. Brake test, everybody. Taking the field along with Jamie Lanou's car number 35 as we look for the green again. Off of turn 4 as the speeds pick up, and out comes the green. DeWitt Davis in the number 36, holding the point, but Jamie Lanou, a full head of steam on the outside in the number 35, trying to cross over in front of the number 36. It's Jamie Lanou, your lead car, as we start to take them 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2. Holy cow, everybody comes out of that one straight. Down the backstretch they go. DeWitt Davis being shuffled back like a ping pong ball. Now back to 7th in the number 36. It's Jamie Lanou, Kevin Lesgord, and Steve Bly, your top 3. Then comes car number number 16 of Jack McClay, Noel Bergeron, and Alan Fellows, your top 6. Up the 7th, the 88 of Bob Johnson, looking for racing room. That's Earl Maxim in the number 5 car, as DeWitt Davis gets up high and loses a few more positions. Tommy Canfield now up the 9th in the number 15. Back to the front, it's Jamie Lanoux, Kevin Lesgord, Steve Bly, a battle for 4th, Jack McClay and Noel Bergeron. Noel Bergeron on the outside in the number 96, right there looking for racing room. The 29 of Alan Fellows, along with Bob Johnson, Earl Maxim. Action all over the racetrack. Off of turn 4 they come. It's Jamie Lanoux in the 35 as Steve Bly tries to get underneath the 75 of Lesgord. Lesgord closes the door, holds on to 2nd. Steve Bly 3rd, into 3 and 4. On the inside, the battle for 4th continues. Jack McClay, Noel Bergeron on the outside in the number 96. It's Jack McClay now getting loose. Contact made with the 96. Noel Bergeron now shoots ahead, tries to clear the 16. Noel Bergeron now takes over 4th. Jack McClay back to 5th. Alan Fellows, Bob Johnson, Earl Maxim, as Tommy Canfield, car number 15, now gets underneath the 5 of Earl Maxim. Earl Maxim, a winner of 2 feature events already this year, being battled by the 15 of Tommy Canfield, coming off of turn number 4. It's Jamie Lanoux, Kevin Lesgord, Steve Bly, Noel Bergeron, and Jack McClay, the top 5, as they come on the lap traffic. The number 62 of Charlie Lawrence. Into turns 1 and 2 they go. It's Jamie Lanoux, Kevin Lesgord, Steve Bly, and the 96 as they continue in single file fashion. Off of turn 4, they go around the lap car of Charlie Lawrence, who keeps it to the inside. Smoke now starts to come out of the 51 of Rocky Branch. Smoke starts to come out of the 51. Keep your eyes on that race car. Back to the front, Jamie Lanoux, Kevin Lesgord, Jamie Lanoux. Then comes Steve Bly and Noel Bergeron. Your top 4 cars as they start to pull away very slightly from the 16 car of Jack McClay, followed by Alan Fellows, Earl Maxim. Now gets on the holy cow, your lead car. And out comes the yellows. We've got fluid all over this racetrack as the caution was all from Bill Elliott's car. So Lugnut Baker collecting a lot of Bill Elliott lug nuts. Off at turn number 4 they come, and out comes the green. As the speedy drive flies, and Jamie Lanoux holds on the lead, but Steve Bly in the number 10. We're going to take him 3 wide into 3 and 4. It's Steve Bly. Up high is Kevin Lesgord as he gets shuffled way back from 2nd back to 9th position as Kevin Lesgord. A tough break for Lesgord, number 75, as Steve Bly stuck underneath everybody and took him 3 wide. It's Steve Bly in the number 10, your leader. Noel Bergeron 2nd. Jamie Lanoux 3rd. In the number 35, Jack McClay now hung out to dry. In the number 29, it's Alan Fellows as Bob Johnson, car number 88, tries to keep the number 29 out in the 2nd groove. It's Steve Bly, car number 96, Noel Bergeron 2nd, the 35 of Jamie Lanoux running 3rd as Noel Bergeron puts the pressure to Steve Bly's number 10. It's Steve Bly, Noel Bergeron, Jamie Lanoux, Jack McClay, Bob Johnson, Alan Fellows, Kevin Lesgord now trying to come back again through the field. In the number 75, Tommy Canfield and Earl Maxim's number 5. Those are your top 10 as they come down the home stretch into turns 1 and 2. Get ready to put their sights on the lap traffic, the number 62 of Charlie Lawrence. Steve Bly in the number 10, coming off your lead car, off of turn number 4. Steve Bly trying to hold off Noel Bergeron. Noel Bergeron goes up high, comes down low, puts the bumper to the number 10, but Steve Bly continues to hold position. Off of turn 4 they come as Jamie Lanoux crosses up in front of the field. Holy cow, Jamie Lanoux, car number 35, crosses up in front of the field, and the number 75 of Kevin Lesgord right right front suspension damage and a flat tire. And we stay under green as Kevin Lescourt goes off of turn number 2. It's Steve Bly. Noel Bergeron now tries to get underneath the number 10 into turn 3. The door is closed. Earl Maxim now getting underneath the sparks fly up car number 29 of Alan Fellows. Back to the front, Steve Bly, Noel Bergeron. That wicked battle for the lead continuing as we come on to lap number 21 off of turn number 4. It's Steve Bly, Noel Bergeron, Jack McClay, Bob Johnson, Alan Fellows, Earl Maxim, Tommy Canfield, and out comes the yellow. Out comes the yellow. As Kevin Lescourt's car number 75 sat in a dangerous position. He couldn't go any further when Jamie... Okay, we're going to start them Rin Tin Tin style, single file, nose to tail. A little bit of bumping and out comes the green. As the hood on Bob Johnson's number 88 starts to flap in the breeze. Off of turn number 4, Steve Bly, the 96 of Noel Bergeron, the 16 of Jack McClay, Bob Johnson, car number 88 running fourth, followed by Alan Fellows, Earl Maxim, and Tommy Canfield. Off of turn number 4 they come. Steve Bly continues to try to hold off the 96 of Noel Bergeron. Noel Bergeron goes high, tries to come down low, but Steve Bly won't give up the inside groove. Steve Bly protecting the inside groove. Out come the Rabbit Ears. 2 to go, 2 to go. It's Steve Bly, Noel Bergeron, Steve Bly, Jack McClay, Bob Johnson, Alan Fellows, Earl Maxim, and Tommy Canfield. Those are your top 7. The white flag flies. It's now or never. 1 to go, 1 to go. The number 88, how can he see? How can Bob Johnson see with that hood right up there? Down the back stretch they go. The checkers are out. Off of turn 4 they come. Your winner is Steve Bly. How could Bob Johnson see? Did you guys see how high that hood was in that car? Lucky it was just a fiberglass deal. Okay, the drivers point fund 50-50 already has 500 smackaroos in it. The girls have already collected $1,000, of which $500 is earmarked for the lucky winning ticket holder. 5 more minutes of sales by the foot of the announcer's tower. Don't miss out on the opportunity to cash in big. The drivers point fund 50-50, selling for 5 more minutes, 10 50-50 tickets for only $5. Hey there, Sean, how you doing? Okay, here we go. He's got the checkered flag out. Remember, all of tonight's races sponsored by Brownie's Big A Auto Parts with 2 convenient locations, Route 4, Enfield, New Hampshire, and the Astro Plaza in White River. Your #1 circle track performance parts people. For hardcore racing, or also parts for your pleasure car, it's Brownie's Big A Auto Parts. Okay, he shuts it down, and we see the Brownie's Speed Shop banner they're going to be putting behind the number 10. Stevens, the number 35, Dale Avancian, and the number 71 on this side, the 91 on the other side is Mike Conrad. Off of turn number 4 they come, the green is out. Rusty Ball and Sean Bodreau take the field down the backstretch as Bruce Batzelder Sr. in the number 77 sneaks down low, takes 4th, 3rd, away from the 56 of Steve Corbeil. Also on the inside of TJ Small, that's the number 71 of Peter Daniels. The fight now for 5th, Peter Daniels, Tim Small, as Tim Small now hung out to dry, going through on the inside. Dwight Jarvis and Jack Bateman. Tim Small now gets gets back down the lower groove in front of Kirby Monteith. Back to the front, Rusty Ball, Sean Bodreau, Bruce Batchelder Sr. Those are your top three. Steve Corbeil, Peter Daniels, Dwight Jarvis, and Jack Bateman. Your top six cars. Kirby Monteith now up to seventh in the number 85. Kirby Monteith up to seven. Number 77, Bruce Batchelder Sr. on the inside. Trying to, hang on. A problem up in turn number 3 and 4. A problem up in 3 and 4. And out comes the yellow. Peter Daniels in the 71 main lost it. He did. The number 3 car of Sean Bodreau take the field into 3 and 4. Now out of 4, the green is out. Rusty Ball in the number 20, the 77 of Bruce. Rusty Ball up into the Claremont cushion, and out comes the yellow. Rusty Ball, car number 20, taking a scary ride down the backstretch. Steve Hubert Corbeil, car number 56, take the field into 3 and 4. Out of 4 they come, the shake of the green. Bruce Batchelder jumps the lead. Peter Daniels, car number 71, up to second. That's Jack Bateman. As car number 77, Bruce Batchelder Sr. almost loses it while in the lead. He goes from the penthouse back to the outhouse. A tough break for the 77, Bruce Batchelder. Some kind of a handling problem on the number 77. Back to the front of the pack as we have a looper off of turn number 3 and 4. A spinner off of 3 and 4, and out comes the yellow. As the 9 New Hampshire, Will Daniels, and the number 47, the heavy lumber up front, looks for the restart. Coming off of turn number 4, out comes the green. It's Peter Daniels being challenged on the outside by Jack Bateman's number 47. As the 33 of T.J. Small loops off of turn number 2, and out comes the yellow. Out comes the yellow. A tough break for Jack Bateman. Zito was outfoxed the last time by Jack Bateman. On the restart, off of turn number 4 they come. Out comes the green. Peter Daniels this time gets a better jump. Dwight Jarvis gets underneath the 47 of Bateman. Jack Bateman trying to get around the 71. Bateman trying to also hold off the 28 of Dwight Jarvis. Dwight Jarvis trying to get underneath the 47 along with Kirby Monteith and the 9 New Hampshire of Dennis Albro. A 4-car, 5-car battle now for the lead. It's Peter Daniels, Dwight Jarvis, the 47 of Jack Bateman, and Kirby Monteith in the number 85. Now up underneath Bateman's number 47. Off of turn 4 they come. A 4-car battle for the lead as Dennis Albro in 5th and the number 77 of Bruce Batchelder in 6th, trying to reel in the leaders. Off of turn 4, Peter Daniels, Dwight Jarvis, Jack Bateman, and Kirby Monteith. Those 4 in lockstep. Down the backstretch they go. It's Peter Daniels now drifting up high, holding on the lead. Number 28 of Dwight Jarvis goes up high, comes down low, but the number 71 of Peter Daniels covers the inside groove, holds on to the lead as they come on to lap traffic. Traffic of Dave Smith and the 93 of Dennis Connor as Earl Taylor loops into the infield, now pulls out. The lead cars come off of turn number 4. Single file, freight train fashion. Now Dwight Jarvis goes up high, comes down low. It's Dwight Jarvis in the number 28. Now challenging for the lead off the inside. It's Dwight Jarvis. Car number 71, Peter Daniels second, as Kirby Monteith in the number 85 now gets underneath Peter Daniels number 71 as Jack Bateman tries to follow through on the inside. It's Dwight Jarvis, Kirby Monteith, Peter Daniels, Jack Bateman. Then comes the number 77 of Bruce Batchelder Sr., Dennis Albro. Next in line, it's halfway. Dwight Jarvis now goes up high, Kirby Monteith, car number 85, on the move, off the inside, hung out to dry. The number 71 of Peter Daniels. They come onto the lap traffic of Pearl Dewey in the number 240. The sparks are flying. Off of turn 4 they come. Now comes the 91 of Mike Conrad. Another lap car. It's the 85 of Kirby Monteith. Now taking over second. Falling through in the inside. It's Jack Bateman back to fourth. Peter Daniels in the 71 main. Running fifth. Car number 77 of Bruce Batchelder. Next in line, the 9 New Hampshire of Dennis Albro. Back to the front. Dwight Jarvis, car number 28, holding on the lead. Kirby Monteith, car number 47. Jack Bateman all over him like a short coat, trying to get around Kirby's number 85. It's the number 28 of Dwight Jarvis, the 85 of Kirby Monteith second. They drift up high as contact is made between Jack Bateman and the number 85 of Kirby Monteith, getting collected to 77 of Bruce Batchelder Sr. Number 28, Peter Daniels in the 71. Take the field on the restart into 3 and 4, off before they come, and out comes the green. Dwight Jarvis on the inside, Peter Daniels on the outside. Dwight Jarvis holds the lead. Peter Daniels tucks in for second off the inside groove. Then comes Dennis Albro. Rusty Ball now up to fifth, your fourth place car rather. A lot of traffic back there. Back to the front. It's the 28 of Dwight Jarvis. Peter Daniels second. Dennis Albro third as we have a jam up here off of turn number 4. Boy, the way those cars, with a lot of lap cars in between. Okay, off of turn number 4, looking for the green, and there it is. The sparks fly as Dwight Jarvis holds on the lead. Peter Daniels to the inside groove, tucking in for second. Dennis Albro third. Those are your top 3. Working his way through the field. Up the fourth is Jack Bateman as Kirby Monteith in the number 85 is now getting up behind Bateman's number 47 as Bateman tries to get around the lap traffic of Les Martinez and the number 71 or 91 of Mike Conrad. Down the backstretch they go. Now the number 11 car gets underneath the 91 of Mike Conrad. Coming off of turn 4, Jack Bateman is pinned behind Mike Conrad's car and loses several positions. Back up to the front, it's Dwight Jarvis in the 28, Peter Daniels and Dennis Albro. That's Jack Bateman gets tangled up with the 33 of TJ Small, but maintains a straight course. TJ Small now starting to challenge Jack Bateman's number 47. Back to the front of the pack, it's the number 28 car of Dwight Jarvis, your lead car. Peter Daniels challenging second. A distant third, the 9 New Hampshire of Dennis Albro, followed by the 11 of Les Martinez and the 85 of Kirby Monteith, Rusty Ball, the 47. Out come the Rabbit Ears. 2 to go. 2 to go. As Jack Bateman now gets under Rusty Ball's number 20, the 9 New Hampshire, Dennis Albro. A mechanical problem on the 9 New Hampshire. Down the backstretch, the duel for the lead continuing. The duel for the lead continues. The checkers are out. Your winner is Dwight Jarvis. Finishing second is Peter Daniels. A tough break for Dennis Albro. The 9 New Hampshire, a sure third. A mechanical problem with 2 laps to go, and it goes into the infield. The 9 New Hampshire hasn't run much here this year, and it looked like he's going to get a trophy, and the Cheever Tire Flyer, not tonight. out with the courtesy van. A special thanks to North Country Auto Rental for the VIP courtesy van for rental of cars to 15-passenger vans for local to across country. Contact North Country Auto Rental on the Miracle Mile in Lebanon. The people who furnish the courtesy van, which you see right there behind the number 11. Okay, those are your top three right up there. What a wild night for the Napa Auto Parts Modifieds. Took quite a while to get this one in the record book, but we certainly did. Driven by Bruce Chesley, Sean Graham, car number 3, the number 35 of Eric Smith. We'll get the rest when we can. Okay, off of turn 4 they come. The green flag flies as the 71 has mechanical problems. Everybody scatters. Sandy Gilbert trying to get around the 71. The 71 now back up to speed. That's the 34 holding on to the lead. Coming off of turn number 4. That's Scott Chute. Ed LaQuire second. Eric Chute, car number 50, now takes second away from the number 71 of Ed LaQuire. Sandy Gilbert, Dave Davis, Doug Marsh, and Mike Benson. Those are your top 7 cars. Russ Davis next, David Anthony, and Ken Thompson, along with Aaron Fellows and Scott Ovett. Next in line, the number 74 of Phil Hayes, followed by Dennis Greenwood and Larry Riendo. Those are your top 15. Back to the front of the pack, the number 34 car of Scott Chute, now feeling the pressure from Eric Chute's number 50. It's a choo-choo train into turn number 1 and 2. It's Scott Chute and Eric Chute, followed by the 71 of Ed LaQuire. Dave Davis fourth. Then comes Mike Benson, challenging the inside of Sandy Gilbert. Sandy Gilbert gets up high, up into the marbles, and loses a few positions. Goes Sandy Gilbert's number 27. It's the number 34 of Scott Chute, now going up high. Eric Chute gets underneath the number 50. It's Eric Chute taking over the lead. He goes up high into the marbles, and Scott Chute right back gets the lead. It's Scott Chute, car number 34, Eric Chute second. Then comes Ed LaQuire, Dave Davis, and Mike Benson in the number 47. Benson waiting for racing room off of turn number 4. Those are your top 5. Doug Marsh is running 6th, followed by David Anthony, the number 29 of Aaron Fellows. That's Mike Benson now in the 3-car battle for 3rd, getting underneath the 71 of Ed LaQuire. Mike Benson gets up to 4th. Dave Davis closes the door, holds on to 3rd. It's Scott Chute, Eric Chute, Dave Davis, Mike Benson now up underneath the number 20, going into turn number 3. It's Dave Davis closing the door, now pushing up high, and Mike Benson, car number 47, takes over 3rd as the number 20. Dave Davis goes back to 4th. The top 2 cars, Scott Chute and Eric Chute, 10 car lengths back in 3rd. It's Mike Benson, Dave Davis, Ed LaQuire, your top 5. Then comes Doug Marsh, David Anthony, Aaron Fellows, the number 5 of Russ Davis, trying to do it the hard way, off the outside of Aaron Fellows. Down the back stretch they go, into turn 3 now out of 4. It's Scott Chute and Eric Chute, the 47 car of Mike Benson, as Sean Graham, car number 3, watch out, going down the backstretch. Holy cow! Sean Graham almost put the 50 of Eric Chute up into the Claremont cushion. Sean Graham now up pit side. Wow, was that close? As we have a skirmish here on the home stretch, the number 71 of Ed LaQuire looping, as we have a problem with Mike Benson's number 47, the 34 car. And the 20, or the 50 rather, a choo-choo train. Scott Chute and Eric Chute. Scott Chute, car number 34, holding the point. Uh-oh, the sparks fly as the number 7 loses a right rear wheel, and up goes it in the pit road it goes. Watch out for the loose wheel. Watch out up in the pit road. The shake of the green as we restart lap number 11. Here they come off of turn 4. The green is out. Scott Chute, car number 34, holding the lead. The number 50 of Eric Chute suddenly hung out to dry as Dave Davis in the number 20 car. Now comes up the challenge off the inside. It's Dave Davis trying to get underneath the number 34 as Scott Chute gets loose. Hung out to dry. That's Eric Chute in the number 50 as Radical Russ Davis now comes through in the inside. We have a race for the lead. It's Dave Davis, car number 20 on the inside. Scott Chute off the outside, coming off of turn 4 down the home stretch. It's Scott Chute and Dave Davis. Dave Davis, Scott Chute off of turn 2. It's Scott Chute by half a car length. Dave Davis now picks up steam, comes up even Steven off of turn number 4. The sparks fly as the cars rub together. It's Dave Davis now taking the lead. Drop kick back to second is Scott Chute. Russ Davis third as Larry Riendo now brings the number 4 into play. Now hung out to dry, it's Russ Davis's turn in the number 5 as Sandy Gilbert gets up high. Holy cow, Sandy Gilbert into the White Monster. Sandy Gilbert, car number 27, into the White Monster. The steam flies out of the radiator. The red flag is out as Sandy Gilbert got up into the marbles, corrected, and went right up into the white. It's Dave Davis, car number 20, your lead car. Then comes the number 34 of Scott Chute, and we look for the green, and there it is. Dave Davis takes the field off of turn number 2. Russ Davis in the number 5, trying to keep the 34 of Scott Chute. Hung out to dry. The number 7 of Doug Marsh just onto the racing service. It's car number 20 of Dave Davis. Your lead car, Russ Davis second. In the number 5 car, Scott Chute third, followed by Larry Riendo. Your top 4 cars. Then comes Eric Chute, David Anthony, Randy Hook, Dennis Greenwood, followed by Ken Thompson's number 69, and the number 6 of Ryan Bell. Jimmy Zulo next, Dan Damaris, Bruce Chesley in the 83. Those are your top 15 as Jimmy Zulo now gets underneath Ryan Bell. Back to the front of the pack, the number 20 of Dave Davis holding on to the lead. Russ Davis all over the back bumper of the number 20 as he tries to figure a way to get around. Larry Riendo and Scott Chute momentarily get together. No harm done as we stay under racing speed. It's Scott Chute third, Larry Riendo fourth, followed by the 17 of David Anthony, Scott, Eric Chute in the 50, and the number 73 of Dennis Greenwood as Larry Riendo this time gets underneath the 34 as Dave Davis closes the door on Russ Davis's number 5 off the turn 4 down the home stretch. It's the Davis gang, 1-2, Dave Davis and Russ Davis as Russ Davis gets a jump off of turn number 2. He gets underneath the number 20 of Dave Davis. We're going to have a new race leader, gang. It's Russ Davis, your new leader. Russ Davis in the number 5, your new lead car. Back to second goes Dave Davis. Larry Riendo, car number 4 is third. David Anthony's worked his way up to 4th. Halfway, 20 down, 20 to go. Halfway, the number 5 of Russ Davis. Your lead car, Dave Davis, right there. Larry Riendo now has the speed to try to get around your second place car. Keep your eyes on Larry Riendo's number 4 as he starts to work on the number 20 of Dave Davis. Down the back stretch they go. Russ Davis, 1 to 2 car lengths ahead of your second place car as Dave Davis has his hands full trying to hold back the number 4 of Larry Riendo. It's Larry Riendo now getting underneath the number 20, just like Russ Davis did earlier. It's Larry Riendo in the number 4, getting underneath Dave Davis's number 20. Side by side, bumper to bumper, window to window, window net to window net, and wheel to wheel as Larry Riendo now takes over second. David Anthony tries to get through also on the inside. He pulls his way through in turn number 3. And out comes the yellow. Out comes the yellow with all sorts of fluid off of turn number 3 and 4. You can see the fluid there at backstretch. 40 laps, 17 more laps to go. Speeds pick up as the Davis gang comes off of turn number 4. The green flag comes out. Russ Davis in the number 5, holding on the lead. Dave Davis, car number 20, pushed up high. Larry Riendo in the number 4, takes the inside groove. And second place, coming off of turn number 4. It's Russ Davis first. Larry Riendo second, then comes Dave Davis as Larry Riendo now starts to put the challenges to Russ Davis. Keep your eyes on the number 4, Larry Riendo, driving a coil car, and the number 5, a Camaro, Russ Davis, a Leaf Springer. So let's see what happens. Down the backstretch they go. Into turn number 3 and 4. It's Russ Davis and Larry Riendo. Your top 2 cars now starting to peel away from the rest of the field. Dave Davis third, David Anthony, and Eric Chute. Your top 5 cars. Dennis Greenwood, Jimmy Zullo now up to 7th. Then the number 10, followed by Ken Thompson, Dan Damaris, Ryan Bell, and Aaron Fellows. Into turn number 1 and 2 they go. Russ Davis. Now comes the number 4 of Larry Riendo. Larry Riendo off of turn 2. Got underneath the number 5 of Russ Davis and takes over the lead. Your new lead car is Larry Riendo. Back to second. It's Russ Davis in the number 5 car. Dave Davis third. David Anthony and Eric Chute. As Jimmy Zullo in the number 10 car gets underneath Dennis Greenwood's number 73 for 6th position. It's Dennis Greenwood now back to 7th. Jimmy Zullo up to 6th. Down the backstretch they go. Larry Riendo, Russ Davis, Dave Davis, and David Anthony. Eric Chute 5th in the number 50, followed by Jimmy Zullo, Dennis Greenwood in the number 73. Ken Thompson, Aaron Fellows, Dan Damaris, Ryan Bell. The number 72 of Mark Peller and the 60 of Scott Ovid. Off of turn 4 come your leaders. Larry Riendo now starts to inch away from the second place car of Russ Davis as Ryan Bell in the number 6 car almost got up into the white monster. Into turn 3, now out of turn number 4. It's Larry Riendo and the number 5 of Russ Davis. 15 car lengths back to third. Dave Davis trying to hold off David Anthony, Eric Chute, Jimmy Zullo, the 73 of Dennis Greenwood, and the number 69 of Ken Thompson. Those are your top 8. Off of turn 2, now down the backstretch. Your 2 lead cars running off and hiding from the rest of the pack. It's Larry Riendo stalking him every bit of the way. Russ Davis in the number 5 car, holding on to second, waiting for a racing mistake from Larry Riendo. The battle now for third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars fighting for third, headed by Dave Davis's car number 20. Next in line, it's David Anthony, Eric Chute, Jimmy Zullo, Dennis Greenwood, Aaron Fellows, car number 29, now getting underneath the number 69 of Ken Thompson. Coming on to lap number 36. 4 more to go. Your lead cars now come on to some lap traffic. The number 35 car of Eric Smith and the number 3 of Sean Graham. Those are the 2 lap cars. The lead cars are coming on to. It's Larry Riendo in the number 4 and the number 5 of Russ Davis. Let's see if lap traffic becomes a factor as the number 35 car of Eric Smith goes to the inside, now stays in the way of the leaders, coming off of turn number 4. Holy cow, this is going to get serious here as car car number 29, Aaron Fellows. Almost look at this as the lap traffic indeed does become a factor as the number 35 got in the way of Russ Davis. Russ Davis finally had to keep the pedal to the metal. The white flag is out. One more to go. Larry Riendo, Russ Davis, and Dave Davis. Car number 20, your top three cars, followed by David Anthony and Eric Chute, coming off a turn number 3 and 4. And out comes the yellow. Out comes the yellow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We know what that means. Everybody's spinning as somebody. Street Sox. Larry Riendo, Russ Davis, Dave Davis, and David Anthony. Coming off of turn number 4, the green is out. It's Larry Riendo taking the field out of turn number 2, holding on the lead. Russ Davis goes up high, holds on to second. Dave Davis closing in. The white flag is out. One more to go. Larry Riendo, Russ Davis, Dave Davis, David Anthony. Those are your top 4, followed by Eric Chute and Jimmy Zullo as Jimmy Zullo gets into Eric Chute and Dennis Greenwood takes advantage. The checkers are flying. Your winner is Larry Riendo. Wild there at the end. Those green-white checker deals usually are, but the top 3 stayed the way they were. The LaValle Building Supply, ABC Motors, Street Stocks. Okay, the checkers are coming out. Okay, this man, the winner of tonight's feature event, coming into tonight's races, was the point leader. He increased that a little bit, but not by an awful lot, because another man who was 4th, very tight there, finished 2nd, and another one, David Anthony, finished 4th. So 72. Oh, we already got that one. Charlie Wheeler, the 80 of Mike Renault, the 55 of Henry Tutt, and April May Gelano. Car number 76 off turn 4, and out comes the green. Jason Hutton takes the field into turn number 1 and 2. It's Jason Hutton going up real high, the 44 of Beef Alexander, losing several positions. It's Jason Hutton hung out to dry on the outside. Terry Sawyer, car number 40 on the inside. That's Jason Ash in the number 7, followed by the number 1X of Greg Sargent, as Greg Sargent now closes the rank and keeps Terry Sawyer out on the high groove. The number 44 of Beef Alexander continues to go back through the field and up pit road. It's Jason Hutton holding on to the lead. Jason Ash, the 2 Jasons now running 1-2. And then comes Greg Sargent on the outside. Terry Sawyer continues to truck in the Toyota Celica, car number 40, running 5th. That's the 33 of George Dalbert, followed by the number 35 of Joe Lanou. John Crawford in the 85, next in line, looking for racing room, as William Salo now makes a great move to the inside of Crawford's 85, and getting drop kick is Kirby Hazen. What a great save by Hazen in the number 48. It's Jason Hutton in the number 31. Now about 5 or 6 car lengths. 3 cars battling for 3rd. Uh-oh, Terry Sawyer's going 3 wide in the number 40. Hang on, coming out of turn number 4 as Terry Sawyer continues to keep that number 40 on the outside groove. But Greg Sargent in the number 1X up to 2nd. Jason Ash 3rd as Terry Sawyer tries again off the outside. George Talbert next in line. line, car number 33, followed by Joe Lanou, Kirby Hazen, William Salo, John Crawford, Ron Gobin, and Wayne Eldridge in the number 6. Down the backstretch they go. It's Jason Hutton, your lead car, being reeled in now by the 1X. The battle for third continues as Terry Sawyer clears off the outside. A great move by that lady driver as she gets around Jason's Ash, doing it the hard way, off the outside. Terry Sawyer third, Jason Ash fourth, George Jalbert now on the outside is the 35 of Joe Lanou. Joe Lanou on the outside of George Jalbert's number 33. The outside groove working for the minis. Back to the front, Jason Ash now has all he can do to handle with Greg Sargent. As Greg Sargent now reeled them in. The battle for the lead. Jason Hutton, car number 31. Greg Sargent, Terry Sawyer in third as George Jalbert now goes around to the outside of the 7. But Greg Sargent now gets underneath Jason Hutton in the battle for the lead. It's Jason Hutton on the outside, Greg Sargent on the inside, as we have 4 cars now battling for 5th, going in turn number 1 and 2. Car number 35, Joe Lanou, 3 wide, losing a couple of positions as William Salo now goes to the outside of the number 7 of Jason Ash. Lap traffic becoming a factor. April May Gelano being passed on the inside by your lead car. Now to the outside by Jason Hutton. Now comes Terry Sawyer, car number 40, on the lap car of April May Gelano's number 76. It's the number 40 trying to get around April May's number 76 as April May slows up and starts to stack up the field. Terry Sawyer says, the heck with this, I'm going underneath the 76, and hangs on to third. William Salo on the move, now in the back bumper of Terry Sawyer's number 40. It's Greg Sargent holding on to the lead. Jason Hutton, a great run for that old Pinto, running second to number 31. It's Terry Sawyer now feeling the heat from the number 4 of William Salo, who challenges off the outside. It's William Salo on the outside, Terry Sawyer on the inside. The battle for third as William Salo takes over third. Drop kick back to fourth goes Terry Sawyer in the number 40, followed by George Jalbert, Kirby Hazen, Paul LaFon, Jason Ash, John Crawford, and Wayne Eldridge as the 76 of April May Gelano goes up pit road. It's the 1X, Greg Sargent holding on the lead as Jason Hutton now goes around lap traffic. The number 72 of Charlie Wheeler. It's the 1X of Greg Sargent holding on to a comfortable lead as car number 31, Jason Hutton, finally gets around the lapper of Charlie Wheeler. William Salo a safe third, followed by Terry Sawyer, Kirby Hazen, George Jalbert, and the 47 of Paul LaFon. A 4-car battle for fourth. And coming off of turn 4, the popsicle sticks are out. 2 to go for Greg Sargent and the 1X. 2 to go for Jason Hutton and 2 to go for William Salo. Your top 3 cars as Terry Sawyer in the number 40 continues to try to hold on to fourth. Coming off of turn number 4, your lead car takes the white flag, going around the lap car of Chip Young in the 99. It's Terry Sawyer, car number 40, now going to the outside of Charlie Wheeler and holding on to fourth as Kirby Hazen tries to take it away from her. The checkered flags are coming out, and your winner, the 1X of Greg Sargent. Boy, a great race by the minis. Hardly any cautions and a good competitive affair. Tri-State Megabucks Mini Stocks. Okay, here he comes. Our feature winner, and he's done this before, and he says he likes it. Got his picture taken, probably in next week's Checkered Review with the official program of Claremont Speedway. As the courtesy van comes out, our thanks to North Country Auto Rental for the VIP courtesy van for rentals of cars to 15-passenger vans. It's North Country Auto Rental on the Miracle Mile in Lebanon. Okay, he's getting out of the car. Dave Arsenal, the 81 Mass, and Walt Hammond take the field into turn number 3 and 4. 30 laps of feature action, $1,000 to win, and out comes the green. It's Dave Arsenal in the 81 Mass, holding on the lead. On the outside, Walt Hammond, car number 97, followed by Bob Rugg, Dennis Bergeron, and Barry Messer. As we have a jam session off of turn number 3 and 4, Rob Williams in the 71, the 36 of Matt Waite, and the 42 of Kevin Brooks, and out comes the yellow brake test in turn number 3. Oh my goodness. The 14 of Mike Smith, the 1 of Mike Brusso. Okay, here we go. No laps into the record book, and we try to restart it again. Out comes the green. Car number 81 Mass. That's Dave Arsenal holding on the lead. Walt Hammond second. Bob Rugg trying to get underneath the number 97. Coming off of turn number 4. We stay under green. It's Dave Arsenal in the 81 Mass. Walt Hammond, Bob Rugg, Dennis Bergeron, and Barry Messer in the number 5. Those are your top 5. Followed by Guy Caron and the 21 of Mark Hayward, Jim Morgan, Tim Casey, Dave Lesgord, Matt Waite, and the number 11 car of Brian Baker getting loose. And getting into the number 26 is Peter Jarvis. Peter Jarvis got loose, got into the number 26, and we have a problem on turn number 4. Man alive, all over the place. The field. Okay, let's watch for the restart coming off of turn number 4. And there it is. Dave Arsenal holding the lead. Bob Rugg second as Walt Hammond momentarily loose. And Barry Messer in the number 5 takes advantage. Now gets third position. Walt Hammond goes up high. Loses several positions with the number 97. It's the number 97. A mechanical problem now going back through the field. Back to the front of the pack. The leader continues to be the 81 Mass of Dave Arsenal. Bob Rugg second as Barry Messer gets into the rear quarter of the number 5. Takes over second from Bob Rugg. It's Barry Messer second. Bob Rugg hung out to dry. Now comes back to third off the inside groove. Car number 97, Walt Hammond up pit road with a mechanical problem. Dave Arsenal in the 81 Mass. Barry Messer second. Bob Rugg. Mark Hayward, car number 21, up to 4th and gets into the 77 of Tim Casey. Tim Casey back once again off the outside of Dennis Bergeron as the number 9 of Matt Waite. Now gets underneath the 9X and almost spins the number 9X of Bergeron. That's the number 1 New Hampshire, Rob Goodenough, going to the outside. The battle now for the lead as Barry Messer tries to get underneath the 81 car. It's Dave Arsenal, and out comes the yellow. Out comes the yellow. On this restart, so let's see if you're right. Off of turn 4 they come. The green is out. Dave Arsenal in the 81 Mass grabs the lead. Barry Messer second. Bob Rugg followed by Mark Hayward in the number 21. It's Dave Arsenal, Barry Messer, Bob Rugg, and Mark Hayward coming off of turn number 4. Down the home stretch. Holy cow, the number 70 car of Bob Rugg drop kicks the number 21, and around go a bunch of cars. Bob Rugg drop kicking the number 21, and out comes the yellow. Several cars up to 3rd, and Tim Casey, your top 4 cars. Then Then comes Dennis Bergeron and Peter Daniels coming out of turn number 4. The green flag is out. It's the 81 mass of Dave Arsenal holding on the lead. Barry Messer, Guy Caron now up to the inside of Barry Messer's number 5. It's a race for second place. Guy Caron on the inside. Barry Messer on the outside with the number 5. Dave Arsenal holding on the lead. Tim Casey 4th, followed by Peter Daniels in the number 76. It's Barry Messer on the outside of the 12X, continuing to fight for second place. It's Barry Messer on the outside, now getting the bite. Door handle to door handle, wheel to wheel. It's Barry Messer, also on the outside of the 77. That's Peter Daniels as he takes over 4th. The 77 of Tim Casey back to 5th as the 1 New Hampshire. Uh-oh, 3 wide into turn number 3 and 4, and that doesn't work. That doesn't work. And out comes the yellow flag. 10 laps into the history book, 30-lap feature. Here we go. Off of turn 4, the green is out. As Matt Austin, car number 36, does a 360 on the home stretch. And we stay under green. It's Barry Messer holding on the lead. Peter Daniels second. Rob Goodenough third. He gets into the rear of the number 76. Rob Goodenough now goes up high. Watch out on the backstretch as 3 cars get together. The sparks fly. Jim Morgan, the 9X car of Dennis Bergeron, and the 11 of Brian Baker. Those house trick. 2 veteran drivers. Green is out. It's Peter Daniels on the outside. On the inside, the number 5 of Barry Messer. Off of turn 2, down the back stretch they go as we have a jam session off of turn number 1 and 2. Off of turn number 4 they come, and out comes the yellow. So that's cars. As we get trashed almost even there on the restart. Off of turn number 4 they come, and out comes the green. Peter Daniels on the outside, tries it again. Barry Messer on the inside. Peter Daniels, a full head of steam. Barry Messer comes back on the low side. Off of turn 4, they're even Steven. It's Peter Daniels in the number 76, trying to clear. It's Peter Daniels, your new leader. Barry Messer back to second as Rob Goodenough turns the number 5, and out comes the yellow. Out comes the green. Peter Daniels in the 76, holding the lead over Matt Wade, who now feels pressure from the 77 of Tim Casey. Tim Casey almost gets loose off of turn number 4, gathers it back in, and holds on to 3rd. It's Tim Casey now trying to get underneath the number 9 of Matt Wade. Tim Casey in the 77 as he gets together with the number 9 car, coming off of turn number 4. It's Tim Casey second. And into the infield goes the 24 of Todd Patno. It's Peter Daniels, the 77 of Tim Casey, now getting loose. The number 26 of Bucky Demers running in 3rd. Matt Wade 4th, followed by Mark Hayward in the 21. Rob Williams follows next with the 71. Jim Morgan, Kevin Brooks, halfway. It's Peter Daniels, Tim Casey, the number 26 of Bucky Demers 3rd, followed by Matt Wade. Those are your top 4. Then comes Mark Hayward in the number 21. Rob Williams, Jim Morgan, Kevin Brooks, and and the 15, driven by Mark McClay. Off of turn 4 they come. It's Peter Daniels now starting to stretch out his lead. The 77 of Tim Casey running a strong second as the number 21 car of Mark Hayward suffers a mechanical problem, goes into the infield. Down the home stretch come your leaders. Out of turn number 2, it's Peter Daniels, the 77 of Tim Casey second, followed by the 26 of Bucky Demers and the number 9 of Matt Wade. Your top 4 cars. It's Peter Daniels in the 76, now coming on to some lap traffic. He goes around Mike Brusso, now around the lap car, Peter Jarvis. It's the 76 of Peter Daniels, the 77 running second of Tim Casey, now starting to feel some pressure from the number 26 of Bucky Demers. Matt Wade fourth in the number 9, followed by Jim Morgan's number 17, Kevin Brooks, Rob Williams, the 15 of Mark McClay, as the 1 New Hampshire of Rob Goodenough continues to try to work his way up through the field. Peter Daniels now has a big lead. Your second car, the number 77 of Tim Casey, being challenged by Bucky Demers, number 26. On the lap car come your second and third place cars as Tim Casey now goes to the outside of Peter Jarvis's number 4. It's Tim Casey now going around Peter Jarvis, holding on to his second position, being challenged by Bucky Demers in the 26 and the number 9 of Matt Wade. Down the backstretch goes Peter Daniels. He's got the lead all to himself. Peter Daniels off of turn 4, down the home stretch into 1 and 2. The 76, your big leader, as Bucky Demers in the number 26 gets around the 77 of Tim Casey. Bucky Demers up the second, Tim Casey third in the 77. Now comes back again to challenge the number 26 of Bucky Demers. Out come the Popsicle Six. 2 more laps to go. It's Peter Daniels having things all to himself. Bucky Demers second. Tim Casey and Matt Wade. Those are your second, third, and fourth cars. The white flag flies. It's Peter Daniels. Coming on to Walt Hammond's number 97, a lap car. Your second place car is Bucky Demers. Coming off of turn number 4, your leader and winner, it's Peter Daniels. The race now for second place, it's Bucky Demers, followed by Tim Casey and Matt Wade. Well, that single file restart stuff seemed to do the trick as we finally got it into the record book. We thank Brownie's Big A Auto Parts for sponsoring tonight's races, and don't forget it starts all over again next week at 6:30. Brownie's now in 2 great locations, Route 4 in Enfield and the Astro Plaza White River Mall.